Yo, what's going on? I'm sorry, that was a weird way to see. You know what? I can never find Pedro. I can never find him. He's here, but he's not here. But
because like the praying mantis blending in with the leaves.
Now he's
so does he wait for his prey like a mantis does?
Yes. Well,
hey,
what's going on?
What's going on, man? It's Savage AF, yo. I'm Black Pedro.
Hey, what's up? This is Shang, and I didn't know he was a mantis. Now, first he was a cobra, then he was a meerkat. Now he's a mantis. It happens. It happens, I guess.
Mad animal style, son.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Taylor, Miranda, Nicole H, Evelyn, Gatlin, Lady Hazel May, Wendy Edwards. We got
here, Stuns.
Oh my goodness, we got so
all
much.
The ladies, we appreciate your support. So
thank you so much, because we need some kind of support. Jeez, and I know that soon that Pedro's gonna need baby mama support. But I don't know.
I'm not getting what I need right now. I gotta tell you, it's really, and I'm eating for two and drinking for two and smoking for two.
I think that she's just not coming through for you, man. Let's be real.
Hey. Man, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what it is, bro. When you're a single mama daddy out here, you know.
Right, which I've actually been, and I can relate. But she's not gonna help you.
No, she's not. But you know, I'm sure she'll be here, you know, to harass. That's what they do. Anyways, speaking of being here, Savage AF, Monday through Friday, that's when we're here, live on YouTube and Facebook. Simultaneously, you're welcome.
Simultaneously. We are
Mondays and Fridays, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Right. Tuesday through Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay. See, look, here she is. Here she is. My baby daddy.
Yeah.
I will knock all this shit over. So do you see what I have to deal with?
I know. I say, you know what? She's abusive and she's abusive, but you know what? Until you can get your shit together, young lady, that's when you can see your new baby. But aside from that, make sure that you all
babies cost money.
Yes. All you new people, all you new motherfuckers, all you new motherfuckers. I need you to do me a favor and subscribe to the podcast. Nigga.
Denzel finger talking right at your grill.
You know what it is. Make sure you subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and 1, 2, 3, go. I don't know what.
SoundCloud, yeah.
Oh, that was smooth. And everybody that
You're welcome.
Subscribes to the channel, we'll give you, we'll give you a free bag of ham, tomato, potato. You name it.
There you go, y'all. That's it. All the ingredients. Now you got yourself a stew.
Ham, potato, tomato, later. Oh, you named it. All right. And also make sure you
Speaking of naming it.
Yeah, naming it. Subscribe, motherfuckers. There it is.
If you go on YouTube, if you just type in all one word, Savage AF World. That's us, man. You'll get us. You'll find us. You'll see where we at. Facebook, Savage A.F. And you will find us, man. Get in there. Shop for us. Speaking of getting in there and shopping, we really, really, really do need you guys to go to Amazon Prime.
Yes.
Okay. And watch the comedy special, the most specialist special of the year.
It's a very special. You gotta say it more warm. A very special.
And you know it's special. Yeah, you know it's special when a dude has his own brand of emotion.
Yes.
Right. SHANGRY.
Yes.
You know, so SHANGRY, Amazon Prime right now. Speaking of emotions, man, if you go to theblackpedro.com,
Yes.
Some people like to say Z, but it's only one E. Right. So
don't do that.
TheBlackPedro.com/shop. Black Pedro begins.
It's right there.
Some of my earlier work is available out there, guys.
Make sure you check out the scroll. Check out the scroll. Check out the scroll. Check out the scroll. Also,
Shangry.
And
Black Pedro begin.
Make sure you watch it, enjoy it, listen to it, laugh, pee, cry, hug. Yeah. So, and the other
make
thing
sure you're in a place where you can actually do all of those.
All of that. Don't do that just in when you're at the mall. If the malls are even open now. Okay, what is the name of this special? I looked it up and don't see it. Kimberly Daly Walker. It's called SHANGRY. It's 2021.
Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime.
On Amazon Prime
right now. Right now, Shangry.
I tell you what, do this then, Kimberly, and you listen to me. God damn it, you listen to me right now. All you got to do is go to my IG, follow me at Comedian Shang, inbox me, and I'll send you the information. Also, while you're at IG, you know what you need to do? You need to follow at Black Pedro. At Black Pedro, big ass, bold type. If you can't see it on the YouTube or the Facebook, you need glasses like I need glasses. But my glasses, my reading glasses are quite fly. So make sure you do that. And also sign up on the website if you get a chance. Bam, boom, bam. IamShang.com. We get into it. That's the way we do it. And the people that don't sign up, you deserve a kick. Bam. That's what you deserve.
And we don't mean like a kickstart to your day. We mean to your neck.
And when you go to our page, make sure you like and subscribe. Don't just, click that like button. We like the little thumbs up. We like the thumbs up. But Kimberly, hopefully you find it. Shangry is the name of it. And you go to,
Look, Jamaica Lynch knows. There we go. There we go. Jamaica Lynch knows. She knows what it is. So Shangry. That's what it is. God damn it. Here we go, y'all. It's 421. Which means that 420 is over. So it's one of the saddest days of my year. But
you know what? You'll be okay, man. You'll be okay.
Yeah, because I'm still going to smoke weed.
It's not like you're going to stop and be like, whoa.
That's not going to stop. All right, here we go, guys. It's 421, April 21st, 2021. 42121. We're going to end today's show with the Shangry. Fucker Carlson and Fox News 2. I'm eager to see what that's about.
That's pretty self-explanatory, but I'm going to go into detail.
Yeah, but speaking of that same sentiment, before we get into that, Black Pedro poppin', FYFFM. Fuck your feelings, facts. Fuck your feelings, facts matter.
Okay.
We're going to talk about that. And that's in regards to, a couple people hit me up about a Joe Biden quote, unquote. I think from
that wasn't a quote.
The end of last year, and we're going to talk about that, right? Got to double check shit. But before we get into that, we're going to talk about police safety, as in stay away from Ebony today, yo. And how do we get along without him? But before we get into that, April 21st, 2021. Savage AF, Black Pedro Shang.
Yeah.
Say her name, Makia Bryant.
Wow.
As we were preparing to hear about the Derek Chauvin verdict for the murder of George Floyd, which turned out to be a convicted murder, 3 different counts.
Yeah. So double eyes will someday realize that, hey,
yeah,
the law works.
He's in custody now. I think 8 weeks away from sentencing. But as that was happening, and we were waiting to hear that, a young lady. I've heard that she was both 15 and 16.
She's 16.
But 16, teenager.
Yeah. Teenager.
Way, a girl, a child. Not a baby, but a child.
Right.
16, you're a fucking child.
And I want to say, for the people that were saying, well, she was big. Fuck you. Okay. That ain't got shit to do with shit. Okay. My son Xavier is 12 and he's a gigantor. So you're justified because he's big. Still a child. Fuck you. I just want to put that extra level of fuck you in there.
Now I think I'm maybe on the outside of this, and we don't have all the info yet.
I got a little bit more info. I got something.
If you watch the video in real time, it's really hard to see anything happen. But when they slowed it down and you watch it in slow mo, you do see the child that was shot, Ma'Khia Bryant, holding a knife. She appears to go at one girl first who goes to the ground. And then it appears to me that a second girl kind of snatched her by her hair, Ma'Khia Bryant's hair,
yes,
and pulled her away. And that's when you can kind of start to see the knife in her right hand, Ma'Khia Bryant's right hand. I believe that's Ma'Khia Bryant who's holding this knife. And they end up at a car as this girl in this sort of bright orange or peach colored tracksuit is pulling her by her hair away from this girl who's fallen to the ground, who it appeared Ma'Khia was going at with a knife. They butt up against a car, and the girl who was pulling Ma'Khia's hair, as far as I can tell, seemed to recoil at that point because she realized, oh shit, I've snatched this motherfucker with a knife upon me. In the midst of the first girl going to the ground, this cop gets out of the car. All of this footage is from the body cam of the cop. And he's yelling, hey, hey, hey. I didn't hear a drop the knife or I will shoot you or anything like that. But it did happen very quickly. I do think we need to acknowledge that this is not a shooting of an unarmed Black person. It does appear in this initial shit to me that this cop stopped somebody from stabbing somebody else.
Okay, but if you I agree.
And I don't know what happened.
Okay,
to lead up to this.
Here's some a picture of the footage.
That looks like an about to be stabbed.
Yes, she's about to be stabbed, but she is the one that called the police because she was being jumped. She was being jumped, so she went and got a steak knife to defend herself because she was being jumped by multiple girls. And that's where it happened. But the cop did not say I saw the video. I saw it in slow motion. I saw it. The cop did not say drop the knife. He did not.
He didn't identify himself as police.
A warning shot, which will
I don't think I heard that.
Yeah, he didn't identify. He didn't.
I don't know if they're trained to do warning shot. I don't know that they do warning shots
or anything like that.
People have asked why haven't they shot? Why didn't he shoot her in the arm or leg or something? That's not what they're trained to do. And that's, what the chief of police said at the press conference today. They don't train for that. They train for center mass, middle of the body, bigger the target. It real time in motion from my marksmanship training. It would be hard to train to hit just arms or just legs. Right?
No. Know what? This is not the same situation. I agree with you, Pedro. But the bottom line is, Quick Draw McGraw did really go. He did come out the car and went, immediately, bam. It wasn't much time. Mm-hmm. There wasn't much time between. There was no warning.
Man, this is really hard. This is really hard, and I feel like I'm outside because I agree with you on all of that. I'm not arguing against that.
And if you look
I'm just saying, okay, so it'll get us into our next topic too.
Right. Yeah. But if you look at this guy, this is so judgmental. He looks like he couldn't have handled it physically anyway. So he has to pull a gun because if not, somebody would probably, knock HTML out of his ass.
Well, just like you don't bring a knife to a gunfight, you don't rush into a knife fight with fists. Right.
No.
Motherfucker got a knife. Okay, he pulls his gun. I'm. This is tough because at a certain point, we know there are good cops. We know there are bad cops, and the bad cops are the ones we're concerned about. But we do have to recognize that at some point, this shit is hard, to pull up to a scene and see, bro, hold on, Shane.
It is hard. I know. I didn't say anything.
Just shooting in general is hard.
No. Shooting in general is hard.
Accurate is hard.
Okay.
I don't, Breezy JJ's, I agree. I don't think she needed to die. Right. I'm not saying that. But at a certain point, it's like where we have to at some in some instances be able to empathize. Well, actually, I think in all instances, be able to empathize with the cop. And when we do that with like a Derek Chauvin, we saw that there was no empathy, no humanity, no soul in this man, right? When you try and put yourself in his position. But knowing what I know right now, and it's not much because I don't like I didn't see anything that it confirmed that she called the cop.
No, exactly.
It's believed she is, but okay. I didn't hear the officials say that she is the one who called the cop.
And you can't compare it to dead eye. You know,
I'm not. What I'm saying is
that's what I'm saying.
All I'm saying is she did have a knife,
right?
And whether she was defending herself or not, once the cops show up, and maybe he didn't identify himself, I'm not sure he did. But if that's what you're looking at and that's his body cam,
that's what you see.
In his mind, he's probably trying to stop somebody from stabbing somebody else.
And that's why
this is very tough because they are young. She is young.
She's young.
This is tough.
But there's going to be black people, and I'm saying this, and I'm gonna get shit for it, and you know what? But I can handle it because I'm a man. Listen, the cop, if you run up and you run up on a situation like this, and she doesn't even stop to look back, and he didn't sound forceful enough to hey. He was like, hey, what's going on here?
Yeah, I didn't hear police or freeze or drop the knife.
Nothing.
So there's this happening. I'm not saying the cop did everything right. I'm just saying, like, I see both Breezy JJ's and AJ Fit like diffuse the situation. I see y'all, but like, if you see somebody reeled back with a knife pointed at another person, what is the diffusion at that point? Like, if you believe that person is about to get stabbed or that another person is about to stab another person, you might be led to the conclusion that diffusion isn't verbal at this point.
Yeah, but you
have to interact.
You do have to interact.
You don't have time to assess age he doesn't know that. And listen, again, I'm getting into, yes, Breezy JJ's, he should have said drop the knife.
He should have said police.
Taser is an option. I didn't hear. So I'm not saying he did the right things.
He just
I'm also saying that he rolled up and saw somebody trying to stab another person.
But you know what it is?
So that's probably going to be his defense, and probably what he's going to do.
I saw a video today. Someone sent me. I wish I could. You know what? I'll fucking show it. I saw a video today. Somebody sent me on IG that it's the way they do it. The way they come at us is immediately with deadly force. They always come at us with deadly force. They don't come at us with anything else. And I do think that he was pretty quick on the draw. He was pretty quick,
but he would also be, and I think we should keep this in mind. This is part of what informs my commentary now, is that had he arrived on the scene and just been a witness to a stabbing without acting,
right,
he'd be liable according to his oath and duty as a cop. So I'm just throwing that out there to you as part of the thing, is that he is liable. He has an onus. He has an obligation to stop somebody from stabbing somebody else.
But it's the way they do
it. We can argue about the way it was done. And this is a teenage child. I don't know if
I'm going to put this here for you people to see that.
What do you mean, you people?
You motherfucker, you. Oh, you motherfuckers. It's basically a video of a white guy walking out of his house with a knife in his hand. Mm-hmm. And see how he has the knife in his hand and he's waving it at the cop. And the cop just goes, and he's trying to cut the cop. I don't know if you can see that. He's trying to cut the cop. He's waving the knife. Obviously, he's mentally
going Miyagi on him. Yeah.
Right. And then he's still swinging at the cop. He's swinging at the cop. He's swinging at the cop. and he threatens the cops, and he's swinging the knife. Not one bullet. Not okay. He hits him with his stick just to back him off. But that's other than that. That is it. That is all he did. Swing, swing, swing. Knife, knife, knife. No bullets. No bullets. No warning. No nothing.
But like I just have to say that's only that individual threatening that police officer. And so for whatever reasons, that officer chose to try to diffuse it. And sorry, AJ Fit, if I put diffusion on you, but I thought I saw it from you and a couple other people, but whoever. I saw some people say he should Breezy JJ's. I know, but hold on. What this officer rolled up to in I believe Columbus, Ohio, with Ma'Khia Bryant is a citizen trying to stab another citizen, according to what he probably
I hear you.
Assessed in those few seconds.
No.
Which is different, but that's different than the video you just showed. Listen.
What I'm saying is, I've seen other videos where there was a man that was actually beating his wife with a fucking hammer, and he let this fucking woman get bludgeoned at least 3 times before he shot the guy in the shoulder. It spins the guy around. He falls to the ground. Then they run over and handcuff him and do everything. But by this time, she got 3. She got 3 little round fucking knots of blood in her head. And for some reason with us, we're animals. We need to be shot immediately and quickly. And that's it. And whereas with them, it's like, hey, dude, take it down a notch. They don't know how to diffuse shit. They immediately quick draw McGraw with us. Pow, 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 pow. They shoot us. And they don't do that with, and they're walking around like they're RoboCop. That's what the fuck they do, man. I'm sorry. I get what you're saying. But in this instance, it's going to be difficult for black people that are going to be like, another black child was killed, because this chick was going for the gusto with a motherfucking steak knife. So we ain't going to win this one. That cop is going to be able to go back to doing coding on the side, because he looks like he does coding. So
is it, yeah, for sure. Is it fair to, you know, there are policing standards, and they may vary slightly from city to city, state to state, whatever. But is it fair to say, like, well, this cop did this in this totally different situation, so why didn't you do what that cop did?
Because I'm not him. Yeah,
exactly. And it's a totally different situation. So I'm trying to stay out of the space of, well, this cop only did this, and this cop didn't shoot this person. What I think we're looking at on this cam is a cop arriving on the scene where he believes that one person is about to stab another person.
Right, I agree with you.
So he just acted like that.
But
and like I said, you don't bring your fists to a knife fight. You bring a gun, and that's what he's been trained to do.
But you do say, drop the knife, police. Forcefully.
Absolutely. Now
turn around, look at me.
And that's what we've been saying. I didn't hear those things.
You know what? Listen to the video. Hey guys.
But also, I get that. I get that. But also, as it's unfolding fast. Like, even watching it in slow-mo, I'm realizing, like, oh, this isn't much time. But if you just watch it in real time, I didn't even see what happened, right? Like, your eyes are going to be steadier than the camera on the officer's chest, right? So, like, he sees knife, she goes at one person, another person engages her, they end up here, and he sees stabbing motion. Words don't stop that, most likely. Once a person is cocked back in what you perceive to be a stabbing motion, don't do that is something you and I say. Hey, stop, whatever, right? Even Freeze Police might not stop that stab.
Oh no,
I'm not saying he did the right thing.
And then the other girl could end up.
But like I said, we have to empathize, I think, with everybody in all these situations, just to see either the evil or the good or the complexity of it. And look, and if I put myself in this officer's shoes, he probably thinks he's stopping one person from stabbing another.
And this is not.
And didn't have time to verbally
But
obstruct that.
In this situation, Pedro, this is a sad situation, but in this situation, we aren't going to be able to say a lot other than, hey, she was going to stab that other girl. Hey, he had to do what he had to do. But I think that black people are tough. Right. It's a tough one, but I think black people are so jaded by the instance after instance after instance after instance. Hold on for a second. Instance after, wait a second. Instance after, did I say instance? Instance after, I'm going to say instance again. Fuck it. Instance, where they have shot us immediately. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. That's why it's hard to give this guy the benefit of the doubt, because we are so jaded with the situation that we always deal with. That's why we but I do still think that, even though maybe he could have did it, maybe he had to shoot her, 4-time center mass, all of that stuff. Bottom line is we do see that they do that to us all the time.
Yeah. Queen B, welcome to the class. Get it up on the poll, girl.
Okay. So what's up, Queen B? And Tony, only one. Okay, yeah, look.
So Queen B came in with, she was an honor student in self-defense. And I, like I said, I don't, you just came in. So, I started off jaded. Yeah. I don't know Pedro, all the details of what happened.
You're jaded. I've heard you say.
About several things in this society and personally and all this shit. But with these, for me, it's like, with some of these situations, we kind of have to like pick and choose our battles. And that's all I'm going to say.
I don't think this is going to be one of those situations.
Like this isn't an unarmed individual. And
no.
And it's tragic if she called the cops and they ended up killing her like that.
It's bad.
I personally haven't heard that confirmation yet myself.
No, I have. I have.
Okay.
I have. On MSNBC and CNN.
Okay.
So far, I don't know, but they're investigating it
because the press conference I saw earlier today that was asked specifically, and the chief did not cover. He was like, "We don't have that info." Blah blah blah.
You're right. It's in the process of investigation. I get that, but the bottom line is, okay, there's a motherfucker behind me. That's again Cameron Forbes, aka Dance a Lot. I just want to say it's a tough situation, but I think in this situation, unfortunately, the girl did have a knife. She was about to do some fucking pokety poke, and the cop was like, "Hey, I mean, you know what? I don't know what I could do with her, man. I mean, Jesus Christ, I'm fucking pow, 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 pow." I get it, but we're in the middle. I think because of the verdict, and we're at such a heightened sensitivity pertaining to our lives and how many black people have been killed. And the fact that even in the Chauvin case, the fact that they try to play it off as, oh, he was sick and we had a person die. And then we find out later that, no, motherfucker, you had your knee on his neck. If we didn't have those cameras, imagine how many situations there are where the cops fucking lie. They bullshit you to death. They lie through their teeth. And yet this is what really happened. How many black people have been killed? Unarmed black people have been killed. How many people have had their knee on their neck from motherfuckers like this? So when we do have a real situation where a woman was about a young lady, I'm not going to say woman, I'm going to say a child, but she looked like a grown woman. I'm saying that myself. And I don't mean that to any of the big bone sisters, because I'm big boned. I'm saying I'm big boned. Come on. I'm saying this situation is a tough one. And here on Savage AF, I'm not going to say, look, the cops every time, bad, boom. Now, and again, I think physically, if he did try to tackle her, he got his ass mollywopped. He looks like, I'm telling you, he would have got mollywopped. He has to use a gun in every situation. Even if he gets something from the store and they don't come back in time, he going to have to use a gun because that motherfucker looked soft as pudding. That is the most yogurty looking cop I've seen in a while, man.
He passed the training. You never know. Those are the guys that got something to prove.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. This is truly a sad situation because even if she's in self-defense, I think if you can be honest with yourself America, Black America, and just you arrive on scene. He doesn't know who called, right? All he sees is one person with a knife, and it looks like she's about to stab somebody.
Right. I agree with you.
I'm not defending his act. I'm not saying he did the right thing. As far as I can tell on the video, he did not identify or give any verbal sort of
it was very like
lackadaisical before. He said, I don't think it was lackadaisical. No, I think it was all happening very fast.
I know. He said,
to be honest, let's be honest, man. Like,
no, I'm not. He said, hey,
if you look over the section,
hey, what's going on here? Hey, what's going on here? That's what he said. I heard him. So it wasn't stop, put the knife down, police.
That's what's going on here might be him trying to figure out what's going on here too, because he's just arrived. And I think the video we looked at is like 22 seconds. Like, imagine that amount of time in your life.
But you're quick enough to see the knife. You're quick enough to drop 3-4 bullets in her. So if you're quick enough,
because you see a knife, though,
you see the knife, then say stop, put the knife down. If you could do that as fast, and then pop. At least try to have a little bit of something. But and if you listen to it, you can go back and listen to it. It's very like, hey, what's going on here? Hey, it's very like, hey, by chance, oh shit. Then it's oh shit, pow.
In anticipation of his defense, this cop, so that we don't get our hopes up. You niggas need to be realistic sometimes.
Get realistic sometimes. You got to know what it is.
Essentially, yes, she's 16-year-old, a child.
Yes, Kuchinamas. What are you talking about? Black Sergeant broke the code of silence.
I'm not defending this officer's actions. What I'm saying is they are defensible.
They are defensible in this situation.
I believe, a court of law, as opposed to what we saw with Derek Chauvin and George Floyd.
Okay, so
you need to brace yourselves emotionally, because this is an emotional.
It's going to be one of those situations where it's a justified.
But I'm telling you,
as the cops say, it's a righteous kill. That's what they're going to say. And Kuchinamas, what the fuck are you talking about? The black sergeant broke the code of silence when he came in as a witness. Pertaining to this, or pertaining to Chauvin trial? During the Chauvin trial, that we know that happened, but there was a bunch of people that actually said this dude's a bad apple, and he was a very bad apple, and he got exactly what he was supposed to get, and it was called, like, that's what Pedro said. It should be guilty. It should be obvious. We have to have so much motherfucking evidence. Mm-hmm. We got to have everybody and their mother. There was doctors.
A documentary was shot.
Yes, exactly.
In real time.
There was doctors that wasn't even on the scene, that wasn't even at the hospital, that was flying in going, yeah, motherfucker, I can let me holler at you. Doctors, there was doctors, there was witnesses, there was camera crews, there was all kind of shit. And then we still are apprehensive to go, well, I don't know, we might not win this one. That's how bad they fucking are. So that's why we're so apprehensive about this situation with this young lady. Because we're reactionary, because they made us reactionary. You motherfuckers.
Ultimately, with both Ma'Khia Bryant and Adam Toledo in Chicago.
Yeah,
I would ultimately, because realistically, these are two children who were killed by the police while at some point possessing a weapon. At the point in which Adam Toledo was shot, he did not possess the weapon.
And he did not possess a fucking, with both his hands up, he did not possess.
But the cop thought he had a gun, man. The cop thought he had a gun. And
the video is both his hands up like this.
Hold on. Let me just get this out.
Look, both his hands up like this. You want me to get the picture?
What I'm gonna tell you is that in gun training, if you are trained to defend yourself, if that cop didn't see him toss a gun, and all you see is this, like, this hand looks like a hand that you thought had a gun in it coming up, and that's what he's reacting on. I'm not defending it. I'm just saying there is some bit of, like, just sort of empirical, objective parameters to this shit. Like,
no, I'm not saying
if most of us think somebody is about to stab somebody else and you got a gun, you might just start popping. If if you know somebody had a gun, don't necessarily see them toss it in the middle of the night dark, and then they turn around and bring their hand upward, you might react. I'm not trying to defend what I'm saying. What I want to get at really quickly is just that with these two cases, Ma'Khia Bryant and Adam Toledo, we have armed children encountered and killed by the police, and ultimately we need to get at why are these kids in this situation, and what are the many parts of our society, and then how fix this shit so that Adam Toledo is not in some alley at the middle of the night in Chicago.
Oh, no, absolutely.
With a 21-year-old handling guns because they were out there shooting.
Oh, no.
And then Ma'Khia Bryant doesn't have to fight off two of her own people, right?
I agree with you
with the steak knife. So ultimately, we need to get to that, and this trial, this analysis of this particular situation is a stepping stone towards what we
agree with you.
But, get to.
I'm also S Queen B. Andrew Brown, black man killed today by North Carolina sheriff, and also Kimberly Daly Walker says, "Let's have defensible situations, but really, I've seen gunmen taken in custody alive after multiple shootings, mass shootings, that they still walk. So I'm trying to understand." Did the right police accounted for the scene? Would that same officer would have handled George or any other been different? Okay, listen. Okay, I'm saying, and I hear what you're saying, Pedro. These two situations, we ain't gonna win on this one. It's a wrap. The motherfuckers was doing something that was corrupt or violent. It's a wrap. We ain't gonna get. But the way they treat white people with kid gloves that have done murderous shit, that shot people while they were on their knees in church, and they let that, and they walked this motherfucker out instead of dropping him because he had a gun in his hand. The other kid, where he's walking with that he drove across state lines, and he's walking with a motherfucking a gun, and nobody says nothing. AR-15, I couldn't think of it. AR-15, and nobody just drops him. But with us, we get dropped. Even if we're doing something bad, I agree. But I agree. If we're doing something bad, I get it. But we get dropped like that. Pow, death. It's immediate to lethal force with us, whereas in it's kid gloves with them. So that's what I'm saying. That's why black people get so mad a lot of times, and you get mad, and I get mad, because I think that black people feel like, okay, motherfucker, tackle me like you tackled that other motherfucker with the knife. Shoot me in the leg like you did that other motherfucker. Don't say taser, and then blast me, motherfucker. That's what we saying. I think a lot of people feel that way, and that's what I see happening as time and time again. And Kimberly, you are right. Example, Capitol building. Had that been us, I agree with you. There's a double standard. America's racist as fuck. They're a bunch of racist cunts, and that's it. Then the police, primarily, not all of them, but primarily, are systematically racist, and they're taught that way. There was a couple people I was talking to. You know Robbie Perone? Robbie Perone. Absolutely. There was a couple comics I know that were training to be cops before they became comics. And guess what? One of their things they say in training is black people are inherently violent. Flat out.
Yeah, no, we get the warrior training that they've been taught. So that leads me to our next topic, and overall, absolutely understand that Black Pedro here on Savage AF, along with comedian Shang, definitely wishes that Ma'Khia Bryant was still alive, no matter what the circumstances of what went down. She was a child with a lot of future ahead of her, should have been. And so it is absolutely tragic that this happened. So that leads us to police safety, right? What happens when bullshit goes down in our neighborhood?
I got it.
And, who do we call? How do you deal with it? When somebody is escalating shit with you, you're getting jumped, you're getting robbed, broken into, violence is coming at you. These things will occur in life. We can solve racial problems, but most crime happens intraracially, no matter what color you are.
I got the answer for that.
Right. So police safety, I've anachronized it into stay away from Ebony today, yo. But like leave us the fuck alone. But what do we do without with
I can tell you what it is.
What do we do without police, Shane?
We need what we need is police that are actually from the neighborhood, that have that actually interact with the people that they are policing, that have some kind of camaraderie with the people that they are actually policing. That way, instead of you just saying, "Oh, look at this dirty cop," you'd be like, "Oh, yo, that's Daryl, yo," and Daryl go, "Yo, what's up, man? What's happening here? Come on, y'all. I mean, come on. I'm here every day. Y'all know me." And I think they should have that. I think they should have.
Queen Bee says, "Call Ghostbusters."
Wow.
We're spooks, but we're not ghosts to them. But this is where I think of like one of the many detrimental byproducts of dismantling an organization like the Black Panthers by the United States government was an organization that was dedicated to policing its own neighborhood, turning things around such that they were going to provide opportunities. They were providing opportunities, education, nutrition to the community, which are essentially the things that niggas rob because they're hungry, right?
Right.
And it's hard to concentrate in school.
And then you got a few that are just hard.
If the money is on the streets and not in school, then fuck school.
Yeah, Pedro, you got some people that's just hard knock. You're gonna get that. But what the Black Panthers did, with the there was a group, I don't know if you people know about it, called the 5%ers. There is Zulu Nation used to do it up in Harlem. They used to do it up in Harlem where they would throw block parties, but at the same time, these brothers would walk around with these fucking metal arm bracelets and be like, "Don't let no shit pop off, motherfucker."
Golden arms.
And then after that, it'd be like, "Party people, y'all get funky." And then we'd have a party and they dance, and they would take the electricity from the poles, plug it into the DJ booth, and everybody partying. It would be a dance. But then you had those one motherfuckers that came to start some shit. And Black people were policing it. If we had police that were from the neighborhood, or police that knew the neighborhood, that had some kind of camaraderie with the motherfuckers they policing, I think it'd be different than just Joe White, who lives 7 counties over, comes over. Man. "Oh, I'm scared. I can't believe I'm in this neighborhood. I got to work this shift. Niggers, niggers."
Let's go another step. Let's say that if we actually provide education, opportunity, and paths to wealth to these communities that we're talking about, there's no need for policing, right? Like suburban neighborhoods in general do not talk about policing problems because they're doing well. So they don't have to hustle on the street or even walk home late at night, from a bus stop through their neighborhood, such that they might look suspect with a backpack on when they're just coming from their late shift at their minimum wage job or whatever, right? Like if you provide people with opportunities to wealth, if you build up these neighborhoods, then we're not even talking about policing them, because in general, people don't do crime when they're doing well. Like,
but you know what? It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen as much. But guess what? Even when we are in the neighborhoods that we come up, we get to the suburbs and everything else. There was a young Black kid that was walking through his neighborhood where he fucking lived, and some off-duty fucking soldier big dude came over and was telling him, "You get out of this neighborhood, or I'm going to throw you. I'm going to carry you out of this neighborhood." So they police us even when we live in the area that is the same value house as your motherfucking house.
No,
that's
it.
Yeah.
Okay,
they do
so,
that.
But we talking about two different things, right?
But the police need to know the people.
Okay, no, but the police are going to treat you like that because you are the lone Negro in that neighborhood, right? You are standing out. You have escaped and done well, and so you stick out like a sore thumb. What I'm talking about is predominantly Black neighborhoods being built up such that they have the same value as predominantly white neighborhoods, don't necessarily need to mix, right? But if everybody's doing well in the hood, quote unquote, right, which is now not what I'm talking about, this scary, real life version of The Wire from HBO, but just a neighborhood that happens to be predominantly black, filled with well-to-do black people, like the neighborhoods that black people have been able to build up historically. They didn't need police. There were no crime problems until mobs of cracker monkeys came through and destroyed those neighborhoods. But black neighborhoods that do well don't need police. Just don't need police. So
they don't need police.
Once we get past the verdicts and all of this stuff and actually address
what they
the
get?
issue,
no. Wait a minute.
No. Once you make black neighborhoods wealthy,
yes,
they will not.
There won't be as much. Yeah, right. But at the same time, the white police that police the black affluent neighborhoods still treat those people like they're fucking living in the hood. So those white policemen that see these affluent black people, they get mad about the shit. Something in their little bitch ass yogurty chest, their little tiny bitchness, little small bitchology in them. And yeah, that's a word. Fuck it. And they will come in and treat you like shit. There was a professor that was on his own porch with a house that he owned, and the cops treated him like he was shit. So it wasn't about affluence, or because he was affluent.
Well, no, you're missing my point. He's affluent in a predominantly white neighborhood. You're missing my point.
If it was black neighborhood,
if it's an affluent predominantly black neighborhood, black people don't need police. That's it. That's all I'm saying. All these cases that we talk about, look, Queen Bee is like, I got pulled over in my parents' golf community by the golf course. Of course, you know why? Because you was a nigga on a golf course. The lone Negroes.
Right. And if you're not
tell me you was on a black ass golf course.
If you're not Tiger Woods,
then I'll be surprised.
If you're not Tiger Woods, what are you doing here?
What I'm saying is that if black people are affluent in our own neighborhoods, and I'm not preaching segregation, I'm just saying segregation already exists. It doesn't mean that poverty has to gap between them, right? Black people have prospered in our own neighborhoods and done fine and have never needed police until the white police forces and civilians came and tore down what was built. So all I'm saying is affluence will change it for us. But it can't be lone speckles of Negroes moving into affluent white neighborhoods that's going to change anything for black people. Black neighborhoods have to become affluent again. Yes. And there will be no need for police. Niggas don't choose crack over banking.
But you know what?
Niggas just don't have banking options.
Say that to Mayor Barry.
Okay. He's not niggas. He's that nigga.
Mayor Barry's like, I'm the mayor.
It's always one.
Always one. I'm the mayor.
When we talk about en masse,
and I feel like since I'm the mayor, I can do some crack. So the motherfucker,
it's always gonna be one.
You are the mayor. Chill out, man.
But
I'm the mayor. I want to do crack.
I would rather the conversation got flipped to the conversation about the one niggas or one or two niggas that fucked up, rather than the one or two niggas that made it. Right. And right now we're in this one or two niggas made it, still dealing with that. When if we could get to, why does this nigga keep fucking up? Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Like, yeah. Once every nigga has boots, if you're not doing it, then we can get into that conversation. But right now we're still in that, Jay-Z, Oprah, these are, Byron Allen. These are few and far between. Example, Will Smith. Wait a minute. And this is all like entertainment related. Everything.
Pedro, you said it completely wrong. Right. It's not few and far between.
Robert Johnson.
It's few. It's few and far as fuck between. It's not. It is very, very. It is a very small percentage of those type of people. Yeah. And people feel like,
And of course we can do it. Of course we are.
Of course. It's just but it's rough out there. It's rough out there. And people feel like, hey, you know what? I need to get this money. I don't care if it's black or white people. And we do have a crab in the barrel mentality caused by the Willie Lynch syndrome. And we do have a tendency to attack our own because we're like, fuck it, I'm getting mine. And I see that selfishness across the board. I see it in comedy. I see it in music. There's a selfishness that we get because we feel like I don't want somebody to take mine. I worked hard to get here, and I don't want somebody to take mine instead of just being confident with your own shit. So that's part of our problem as Black people. For sure, it's part of our problem. But I still feel like I really do think community policing with them knowing the people in the community would be a great answer. And I was talking to somebody else about it too. Is even if it's a neighborhood that we actually help come up and Black people come up and, you know, be affluent and we don't need as much policing, I still feel like I'm not going to go back to Tulsa. I'm talking about affluent Black neighborhoods that get policed by the police, white policemen, and they're extremely aggressive, even in the Black affluent neighborhoods.
Shit, Detroit, Baldwin Hills, you know, like all of these, you know, sort of modern urban extensions of Black wealth when Black people were able to build up into the middle class and own homes. You know, the government injected crack into these neighborhoods and fucked up the whole scheme. And then, you know, it was a wedge that was used to break up that renaissance.
Well, Baldwin Hills is still cool. Calabasas got a lot of.
Well, it's gentrified now. The Baldwin Hills is being gentrified now as we speak.
And Calabasas has a rich Black neighborhood. There's a bunch of different places in California, at least, and I know in New York, Harlem is gentrified, and even down here in the hood, Leimert Park, you see white people walking their poodles and going, "What's going on, Muhammad? It's good to see you, man. Bring some incense over, man. We're gonna watch, you know, Do the Right Thing. Come on, bro." Like that has changed. You're right, and unfortunately, and they're buying the fucking houses down in that area, the Crenshaw area, for pennies.
Kuchadamas mentioned the Culver City cops, bro. Yeah, they are some of the. At least in LA, they are known for being one of the more brutal. They're their own department. It's a city within the city of LA, and life. They will get up in your ass, man. So speaking of getting up in your ass, I'm gonna do it a little something like this.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro popping in, hey, with another popping to let you know what's popping.
You're right there, man. You are right there. I can see you behind the mic.
Much like the Jack in the Box, waiting for the proper coil to strike. So doth Pedro lie, Black Pedro. Okay, never mind. It's your boy Black Pedro with another popping to let you know what's popping, man. Fuck your feelings, facts matter. Okay, just gonna put this on up. Yeah, fuck your feelings, facts matter. FYFFM. If it was a word, it'd be FYFFM. FYFFM, if it was a radio station,
which is actually
used in the morning. FYFFM,
yeah,
the actually morning radio.
Used to be a rapper with Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah, actually, you know what I'm saying. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Fuck your feelings, facts matter, man. I saw a couple of videos. People hit me up. Did you see this thing Biden said? I wasn't able to pull the video clip in. But it's Joe Biden talking to a caucus of Black people, everybody from Al Sharpton to Brother Cedric. Who else was in there? There's one more like icon up in there. Oh, Vanita Gupta and you know, Vice President Kamala Harris was
T'Challa was in there.
Yeah. King T'Challa, right?
King T'Challa was in there. Luke Cage,
many spirit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. The Falcon.
The Falcon. He was there.
He got called in. Thank you, Anthony Mackie, for being there. But supposedly in this video clip, and by the way, this clip was perpetuated by Newsmax, which is OANN or whatever, or Fox News. It's one of these right-wing things that is, you know, looking for this. So in this clip, Joe Biden says, "We are doomed, and it's not just because of African Americans, blah, blah, blah." So it sounds like he's saying that America is doomed because of African Americans, or not just because of African Americans, but because of all these other darkies, basically.
And he goes on. They go on to edit it further to say that 50% of Latina. It's going to be 50%, 40% white people here. So you're going to have to get along with the Latinos.
We're getting towards a minority white America, and you all are going to have to get along with Latinos. If you listen, this was carefully parsed, and I'm sorry I can't play it for you, but go on YouTube. It really does exist. I can just show you I'm gonna share a screenshot real quick of it, just so you can see that I was looking at something.
It was whatever it was
on my fucking screen or whatever. But yeah, man. So it looks like this. It's on YouTube. President-elect Biden's call with civil rights leader. It seems to be the title of the video here. Down in the lower left corner, that's the president of NAACP. The right corner, Cedric there, he is Biden's liaison to Congress, essentially. Right above him is Al Sharpton. So and in the center are Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris. So this is the coalition that he was talking to when he supposedly said that America is doomed, not just because of black people, because of all y'all niggas. But right before that, he said, if we cannot come to racial equality, if we cannot reach racial equality, we are doomed. America is doomed, not just because of African Americans, but blah, blah, blah. So when he says we are doomed, not just because of African Americans, it's on the tail end of a preface, right? Of a greater thought that is, we have to reach racial equality because, yes, white people are diminishing as a majority in America. Pretty soon, Latinos will be the majority ethnic group in America. And I mean, if you listen to the song Fuck Donald Trump, you got YG and motherfucking Nipsey Hussle rapping about Nipsey's verse. It talks about bringing blacks and browns together. How long have we been talking about black and brown people need to get together, come together?
For a long time.
So if Biden says we need to learn how to get along with brown people, like what? Yeah, nigga, we've been on that. So but I just thought it was interesting how, yes, this can get clipped out. Shang sent me the thing and was like, is this real? And I was like, I gotta see. So I went and looked at the whole thing, and then you go see it and you're like, you know what?
And it's not real.
It ain't like
that. And there's some other shit where they Photoshop, because I'm extremely good at Photoshop. And check this out. They've done this where they made him a Klansman. Like, I don't know if you've seen that one. They've done so much footage. Now this, he did say he did say this. This was not special effects. I did see him say this. But when they do this,
you saw him say it.
Actually,
I need to see that video. These days, I need to see.
But this one is not. He wasn't racist because he's holding hands with a fucking racist. KKK it's because a KKK member. It's nothing like that. There's a lot of footage.
Put it back up. Let me see.
And what I'm saying, that I don't think that was the case. But he does have what's his name?
Wait. You see who's behind him? Joe Manchin is right up there from West Virginia.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just noticed that. I was like, I know.
You just noticed that. But this, and this was probably, the footage I saw, it was also probably clipped because it was very tight and a racial jungle. There are some things he said where he must.
Well, listen, if anybody,
but this one's real.
If anybody is from LA, and you know about the jungles, which is a racial jungle. It's a project here it's at the end of training day, when Ethan Hawke and Denzel Washington have their face off in the hood. That's the jungles in LA.
Yeah, and by the way, I hated.
To be honest, nobody wants their kid to grow up there.
Yeah, I hated that movie. It was such a fantasy fucking movie. It was just such a fake ass movie. Even I couldn't. Don't get me wrong. Denzel Washington was great in it, but that movie was garbage because they were sitting there going, really. Mm-hmm. So all these thugged out ass fucking gangbangers are gonna let this one white dude walk out of the hood with $500,000 in cash, and they go, "Yo, let him go, man.
You got the juice now."
Yeah, it's just fucking horrible shit. And Ethan Hawke was apparently a superhero made of adamantium, take beating after beating after beating, able to jump off the roof, land on a moving car, which is hard by itself. Pull Denzel Washington, a healthy Denzel Washington, not just beat his ass up on the roof. Pull him out of the car, beat him up, and then shoot him.
White savior.
Yeah,
thank you, white magic. Thank you for saying.
And then they know the money's in there. I don't see Training Day. They know the money's in there. Like, and and this was the worst acting ever. Where the dude went, "Let him go, man."
Yeah,
fucking horrible.
That was a big ass nigga. I want you to tell him that to his face. I'm not doing that.
I absolutely would tell him to his face. I absolutely would say, "Yo, non-acting motherfucker."
A lot of Spanish is broken out tonight, so bienvenidos, mi gente. We're obviously on Univision now.
And for the people that don't like what I said, besame culo. Listen,
okay,
hey,
you gotta learn the right sentences first.
You gotta learn the right shit first.
All right, so that was my pop in. Is just like when we see these clips, especially when they come from a source like Newsmax, and even I saw a lot of black people that were like, "No, yeah, go watch the whole clip." He said that. I'm like, but he didn't. Yeah,
he did
right before
It was bullshit. But Pedro's right. It was all bullshit. But this is real. This is so real, bro. This is so real. And Kanye West was the one that lit the cross. It was so real, bro. I'm telling you, man. Here you go, nigga. No, I don't think so.
We have a random chocolate starfish reference, which I think perfectly takes us Breezy JJ's into our next segment. Shang.
Yes, it does. It takes us right into Shang and Shangri.
Into the chocolate starfish.
Fox News and fucker Carlson does it again. Their narrative now over at Fox News is that black people need to be policed harder than they're already policed. Right now, he's saying that they need to, and also they're saying the Officer Chauvin case found guilty, that they were bullied into, not the evidence, not all the other shit.
The jury.
The jury was bullied into saying guilty. Forget all the fucking evidence and the weeks of fucking testimony and the fucking doctors and the
video.
Fucking Dr. Strange was there. He went back through time, showed it in real time. This is it in real time. He did all of that. And they still Fox News, that piece of shit fucking network, horrible bitches, feel like the police need to police us even more. And they're already on some RoboCop shit right now. But this motherfucker, wow, black people, wow, oh my goodness. He said that shit because he's fucking stupid. Look at this dumb motherfucker's face.
His
God
question.
Damn it. His questions, Pedro, one of his questions.
I mean, what is violence? I mean, what is it? What is black? Okay. I mean, really think about it. I mean, who is black? What does it really mean to be a black person?
Exactly.
Have you ever seen one? I've never seen somebody who is actually
check this
black.
Out. It's the number
Most of the
one.
So-called black people are brown or yellow or whatever shade.
You know what?
Right?
Yes, exactly. And Fox News, that piece of shit, and everybody on there, even the brother that's on there can eat a dick. and I mean eat a dick, and I mean just absolutely. You know what I'm gonna do? They can have a whole bag of gummy dicks.
Was that dick drip at the end?
It's dick drip. Okay, so all you motherfuckers that actually are saying this, and by the way, they have individual boxes for all the people there too. It's called the Eat a Dick box. All you motherfuckers on Fox News can eat a dick. You're all full of shit. And every time you say that, black people need to be policed more. That, Chauvin was fucking railroaded. He was railroaded. And then they're like, woo, that's not right. All of you need Chuck Norris to come and punch you in the fucking face over and over and over again. You need this to happen to you.
That cameraman was terrified.
Terrified. You need Tom and Jerry. You need a little mouse to bang your fucking head against it. You need to be kicked in the head by a fucking donkey. I can't take you motherfuckers no more. You're all full of shit. You know it, you racist cunts. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you motherfuckers. So fucker Carlson and all you fucking want the police to do more to us. What they need to do is to get you to stop asking those dumbass questions when you're saying it. Why do black people want equality? Equality.
What is violence? I mean, I wake up with a sore back. Did my bed beat me up?
I think
assaulted by Serta.
Was it
my
black
memory
people?
Foam? Assault me?
Exactly.
Murder?
Maybe because my bed frame is black. Maybe it was black people. Fucker Carlson, check this out.
He does have that squeal to him. Miss Adverb identified. Like he's like a
eat a dick.
What is?
Yes, this is my special effect. Eat a dick for you. All right. And by the way, the dick drippings will be coming your way in the mail.
That one at the end is like, All right, so we Savage AF Shang. Yeah, man. We have a special hate for that network and people like that.
Oh my God, Fox News is such a piece of shit. But I just want you to know something. One, enjoy your week because I'm not going to be doing the show for the rest of the week. I will be on the East Coast doing my thing with my family thing. So that I have to deal with my thing, with my family and my brother and dang. So enjoy the rest of the show. Make sure you check out the shows this week.
But we will be back here tomorrow.
It will be back tomorrow, 6 to 7 p.m. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. But I need you to tell 5 friends and to subscribe, and then they'll tell 5 friends. But make sure you click the little bell. I already know I tell you that. Also, make sure you check us out. Follow us both. Follow us on IG. Now, you know what it is for Pedro. It's very easy. At Black Pedro, and follow me at Comedian Shang on the IG. Inbox me. I can let you know about the special that's coming up. Make sure that you check us out. And the people that actually subscribe, that's all I'm saying.
Pictures of money for you.
Pictures of money for you. So we will see you then. I will see you not until next week. So enjoy your weekend and enjoy the rest of your week, and make sure that you never pet a burning dog. That's just something I just learned.
Wise man once said.
Yes, wise man once said. And don't watch Fox News, because if you watch Fox News, like I watched Fox News, it made me mad, and I can't believe the shit. And fuck him forever. I wish I could see him in the streets. But
peace, y'all.
We will see you soon.